Hello, welcome to our channel. Today we'll be looking at the world's most expensive car collection. Cars are categorized under physical wealth, and for the average man, they're a portrayal of the financial health of an individual. The wealthy in society will be seen in expensive rides, the likes of the Lexus, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Cadillac, Porsche, or the Tesla car. And then we have the crème de la crème of the wealthy, the likes of the long-serving presidents, kings, queens, and sultans. The above group of individuals own some of the most luxurious cars, most of which are custom-made and produced in few numbers. All in all, the cars that they drive cost more than an arm and a leg. In today's video, we'll be looking at Sultan Haji Hassan Al Bolkiah collection of cars. Sultan Hassan Al Bolkiah heads to Borneo Island, a small nation of about 430,000 individuals. Borneo Island is wealthy, thanks to its oil and natural gas reserves, and this is also where the Sultan derives most of his wealth. So first on the list of his huge car collection is the McLaren F1. McLaren F1 collection. Sultan Hassan Al Bolkiah has a fine and expensive taste when it comes to cars, and he has always settled with the rarest of cars. As we discuss the many cars that he has in his collection, you'll realize that he rarely invests in cars that are produced in large numbers. For example, the McLaren F1s were produced in extremely limited numbers. Only about 100 cars were made, and they retail between 8 million and 13.5 million. The Sultan purchased for himself 10 of the McLaren F1s. This collection included one F1 GTR, 3 F1 Lms, 5 road cars, and 1 F1 GT. The McLaren F1 is among the top 10 supercars of the 90s. This car is powerful, fast, and has the best technology in terms of construction. The Rolls Royce collection. The Sultan's Rolls Royce collection earned him a spot in the Guinness Book of Records, as he had an extensive collection of over 500 Rolls Royce vehicles. Among his collection was the Rolls Royce Phantom VI. He had 4 Phantom VIs, custom-made, and which went by the name Rolls Royce Cloudesque. The car was an improved version of the Rolls Royce Silver Cloud that had been in production from 1955 to 1966. The Rolls Royce Phantom VI was not your common car, and was mostly used by the British monarchy. It was produced for a short period spanning 1968 to 1990. Still, under the Rolls Royce collection, the Sultan ordered a custom-made Rolls Royce Silver Spur II stretch limousine to be specifically used on the day of his wedding. The car was plated with 24-karat gold, and its estimated selling price was USD 14 million. Initially, the Rolls Royce Silver Spur II had been produced as a luxury limousine. Ferrari F40 collection. Ferrari produced the Ferrari F40 in celebration of its 40th anniversary. The car was produced between 1987 and 1992. The Sultan of Brunei purchased 11 of the Ferrari F40s. He then hired the Italian car designer Pininfarina to customize and enhance 10 of the Ferrari F40s that he had purchased. The Sultan specifically appointed Paolo Garea, who was by then Pininfarina's prototype manager, to supervise the modification of 9 of the cars. The Ferrari F40 retailed at $399,150, according to the sticker price back in the 90s. Some of the modifications that were done on the car under the supervision of Paolo Garea included installing an air conditioning system, electric windows, and a radio. The Ferraris were also equipped with tiltable steering wheel columns. That was a special request from the Sultan. He further added to the Ferrari collection 2 F40 Lms. Ferrari only produced 19 of the F40 Lms, and they are among the rarest cars and can only be found in collections. The Sultan seems to have had a special liking for the Ferrari, because he even purchased the prototypes that were never meant to go into production. One such car was the Ferrari Mythos, a concept car from Pininfarina that resembled cars produced in the 60s, but with features of modern cars. The mid-engine rear-wheel drive Ferrari Mythos design was inspired by the Testarossa. The Sultan bought 2 of the unique Ferrari Mythos, one in turquoise and the other in red. The Sultan also invested in the rare BMW Nasca M12 concept car. The car was developed in collaboration of BMW and Ital Design. The BMW Nasca M12 price range was $1.1 million to $3 million. The car had initially been designed by Giorgetto Giugiaro in 1991, but it had never been produced. The Sultan was also fond of motor shows, and he bumped into the BMW Nasca M12 in the Geneva Motor Show and requested that one be made for him. The Sultan of Brunei also invested in the luxury SUV and Bentley Denominator. He also ordered for 6 of the cars in 1996. Each of these luxury SUVs retailed at $4.6 million. His Ferrari collection also includes the Ferrari FXX that were only 30 in production. The Ferrari FXX is a collection car and not considered street legal for roads, meaning that it cannot be raced for any series. The FXX K Evo asking price is $2.6 million. Bugatti collection. The Sultan of Brunei also had an extensive Bugatti collection of about 100 cars, 4 of which were the EB110 SS model. None of these cars look the same, as they've been custom made with different features and unique exterior colors. For example, one of the Bugatti EB110 SS models had a blue leather interior and was characteristic of custom-made logos and plaques. The other Bugatti EB110 SS had a Nero metal exterior and has been made complete with Nero and Chio's leatherwork. It's also been fitted with a Dower exhaust. The Sultan also owns another model, the SS13, which sports bespoke interior and exterior finishes in different unique colors. The EB110 is an expensive car to possess and retails between $1.5 and $2 million, minus the customization job. He also owns the obligatory Bugatti Veyron, which has been estimated to retail at $1.9 million. This car happens to be the fastest street-legal car produced in the world, boasting a top speed of 431 km per hour. The Sultan is also the proud owner of the Bentley Java convertible, a concept car that attracted the eyes of many in the Geneva show. The Bentley Java was designed by Rolls Royce Graham Hull and Roy Axe of Design Research Associates. During production, the car was destined to be a show car, but Mohammed Mandari ordered the production of 18 Javas in the period spanning 1994 and 1996, and he later on sold to the Sultan of Brunei. Another unique addition to his collection of cars was the Koenigsegg Agera CC GT that were only 49 in production. The CCX went into production between 2006 and 2010. The Koenigsegg cars gained a good reputation in the industry because of their engines that were built by the car manufacturer instead of sourcing them from the outside. The Koenigsegg were the fastest production cars and had a retail price of $1.5 million. Another showstopper in the Sultan's car collection is the Porsche Karma, which was a concept study developed by a team of students in France. Most of the cars reviewed above were purchased in huge numbers. For example, the Koenigseggs were 134 in total, and the Ferraris were estimated to be 452 in total. The Sultan also had a huge collection of the Mercedes-Benz, totaling 574. He had 382 Bentleys and up to 179 Jaguars, cars that the monarch of Brunei has disposed of. While there are reports that Sultan Hassanal has left some of his expensive cars to rot, he has equally disposed of a tiny number of the cars. In his Ferrari collection, 3 F40s have left the airport hangar, one of which is the F40 LM, which he acquired in 1992. He also relinquished ownership of the 2 right-hand drive converted yellow F40s, including the right-hand drive converted madder gray F40. Of the cars that the Sultan disposed to other car enthusiasts, it's only the right-hand driver Ferrari F40 that's been released to the world for purchase. The F40 LM has gone through the hands of 4 different owners and was finally possessed by Shinki Takai back in 1996. John Collins, a Ferrari dealer, also managed to get his hands on the converted yellow F40 and the converted matte gray F40. Some of the cars that were disposed of underwent modifications, and others were later restored to their original color. All the estimated 7,000 cars that the Sultan of Brunei is believed to have are kept in an aircraft hangar, because no garage can accommodate such a huge collection. It's also in our knowledge that the Sultan is barely able to keep up with his huge collection. While he might be able to use most of his cars, a huge number of them are believed to be rotting away. It's also not clear whether he actually owns all of the mentioned cars, because to date, he hasn't revealed his collection. So all of the information about the Sultan's cars are collected from sources who might at one point have interacted with the Sultan or his acquaintances during business. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel, and let us know which other topic you would like us to discuss in the comments section below.